Hi everyone, LiberAnarchy here. I wanted to talk about a little bit about a video and my reaction to it that I watched recently. I will try to be brief, because if I did not try to be brief, I would be stumbling over horrid attempts at explanations for more than an hour. I will go ahead and link the video, and the user who made the video, I won't try to pronounce his name, just go ahead and watch it if you like. The video itself, be warned, most of you will find it nonsensical. If you are an atheist or a Reconstructionalist pagan or just about anyone, you're going to look at this and be like, bleh. Don't watch it for its factual value or any sort of educational value, but I did have an interesting reaction to it. Not sure how to explain it. Oh, it was a good reaction. Self-understanding is always good. I was reminded of my affinity for what you might call primal chaos. You can call it pure potential. Some people would call it things like God or the Tao, or other people would call it chaos or darkness. But my affinity for what you call the uncreated, the raw primal chaos, it's something that can't be made sense of, and frankly, it scares the shit out of me. But it is what it is. I suppose some people could consider it very light. Some people might consider it the end of one's spiritual journey, where one loses one's own personal identity and merges with the all, the great I am. And others might think of it as oblivion, and many people do, which see it as a source from which to draw power. If you are into chaos magic, then my interpretation anyway, as I see it, it is the pure potential from which, how do I say this? It is the pure potential in which one places one's intent, if that makes sense. Sometimes in my unusual states of consciousness, not drug-induced, I feel that I am in a state where I both exist and I do not exist. I am in this floating point state. I acknowledge that I may be mentally ill. I am not going to tell anyone that this is literally and objectively true for everyone. But this video was kind of a punch in the stomach, because even with its very eclectic and far-reaching associations, it reminded me of a part of myself that, though it scares me, I don't think it is somehow bad, but it is powerful, and it is primal, and I associate with void, I associate with chaos. I would be lying if I said that I am completely left-hand. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Yeah. Um, I would be lying if I said that I was all about the left-hand path in the Western sense. That's not true. I practice Reiki, for goodness sakes. There is no ego in Reiki. But I think in places like the great uncreated, this is where left and right meet. This is where the circle closes. The beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega. And I'm starting to sound pretentious, and I do apologize, and I think then this is a good place to end the video. Because running off at the mouth with, grand sounding phrases doesn't accomplish much. But I was reminded of something that I can't deny and something that I will not deny. Now, I don't know how others will interpret this. Feel free to comment. I don't know how I interpret this. So, thanks for watching. And, yeah, I mean, the associations that are drawn aren't necessarily, in my opinion, valid. If you're a recon anything, you'll want to throw up. You'll want to run away. Ugh. But, like I said, this video shouldn't be taken as any sort of actual factual truth. But, yeah, so that's my response. You may want to watch it anyway. It's one of those things that it isn't true. It doesn't have to be true. It still has value to me, and there is something within myself that I found, that I remembered, that is true. And I will have to figure out how to live my truth in a way that I want to live it. On that note, know thyself, and forgive the cliches, but to thine own self be true. Link in the description.